Hey, good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is where we do daily financial updates, and I break things down for you in the market and beyond. I enjoy the stock market a lot, so that's fun for me. So let me sort of jump into what I'm thinking about today. Donald Trump. He's an interesting guy when it comes to finances and the stock market and the economy, and he seems pretty principled when it comes to certain things that he really believes in. Well, the latest move by Trump, which has got a lot of investors worried, is he decided to go to war with Mexico now. He's now put a bunch of tariffs on the country of Mexico over illegal immigration. U.S. stock futures, I'll read this from CNN. It says U.S. stock futures in global stock markets, including shares of Asian and European automakers, tumbled Friday after President Donald Trump said the United States will impose a 5% tariff on all Mexican exports. So if you have a stock portfolio, and I hope most of you guys are investors, just expect another hit to your portfolio. The money that you've lost last week is going to get added to. Your money's going to get hit pretty hard. It is what it is. You just kind of know what's going on. That's how the market works. It says stock futures indicated that those losses would extend to the United States. The Japan Nikkei index dropped. The South Korean market dropped overnight. Markets in Europe, in Britain, etc., Germany, etc., in France, they all dropped. It says stock futures indicate that those losses would extend to the U.S. The Dow is poised to fall about 0.9%. Now, markets haven't opened yet as of the time of this recording. By the time you watch, they may have opened. And so your 1% drop is a big deal. That's quite a bit to lose in one day. And it says that, and so again, I told you the key, for investing is you just got to stay cool. Just, it is what it is. Just let the chips fall where they may. You got to be consistent. And just try to learn by understanding what's going on and why you lost money that day. And then when you make money, we get to talk about why you made money. It says stock futures, let me see here. Mexico is one of America's biggest trading partners, and many U.S. companies, including Ford and Walmart, rely on the country as a central part of their supply chains. Walmart declined to comment Thursday. The country is also a regional manufacturing hub for Japanese, South Korean, and German automakers that assemble cars in Mexico and ship many of them to the United States. So apparently, what I'm guessing is that Trump is disappointed and upset. I think it's linked to illegal immigration. But yeah, actually, he tweeted, he said that the tariffs will take place. They'll take effect June 10th and will remain in place until illegal migrants coming through Mexico and into our country stop. So apparently this is, he's engaging in economic warfare for ideological reasons, which isn't uncommon in the United States. We're just used to it being more of a liberal thing, where the liberals are the ones who will say something like, we're gonna put sanctions on your country, or we're going to stop doing business with you because you have a law against gay people or something. But Trump is a guy, again, on the conservative side, who is saying, you're letting these people come into our country illegally and you're not doing anything to stop it. So we're going to impose tariffs on your country, on your nation. Mexico, I think the relationship with Mexico is a little bit different from China. But I mean, the trade deficit with Mexico, meaning how much we buy from them versus how much they buy from us, is probably bigger, I would imagine. Let me see here. Let me see. Trade deficit with Mexico. Let me see. The trade deficit with Mexico. I'm going to look at a chart here. Let me see. Give me a chart so I can give you guys a quick summary. Well, it's clearly negative. It's clearly bad. Now, is it worse than China? I can't say for sure, but I know it's pretty bad. And the trade deficit, it depends on which economist you say, because the trade deficit can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. But it's sort of like with the Black community, how I explained to you guys that part of the reason that we don't do well economically is because we're buying other people's stuff, but nobody's buying from us. right? Remember, you guys, I've mentioned that a million times, or as Dr. Claude Anderson in Powernomics we refer to this as the doctrine of unequal exchange. Well, there are people that argue that we have a doctrine of unequal exchange with a lot of countries, Mexico and China in particular. So a trade deficit is a reflection of the fact that we buy a lot from them, but they don't really reciprocate and buy much from us. So it doesn't mean has this bothered me? Yeah, it's kind of always bothered me. We had the North American Free Trade Agreement in the mid 1990s, and I wish I could show you guys this chart. I just can't share my screen based on what I'm using to communicate with you guys. And I only had a few minutes to talk about this, but I wanted to hit this. You see clearly on this chart. It's fascinating. The trade deficit immediately plummets, like immediately worsens against the United States right around the time that NAFTA was signed. Right when NAFTA got signed by Bill Clinton and his crew, the trade deficit, kaboom, like just like a nuclear bomb. And there are those who feel that NAFTA, like the trade agreements with China, are the kind of thing where wealthy people and corporations are more likely to benefit. So if I'm a corporation, then now that you got this open borders thing with China, with Mexico, and you're allowing me to make my products in China, I can make everything cheaper, and I can shut down my factories in the United States. Screw the American workers. I don't have to hire them anymore. I can go hire a guy in China that'll do the job for $20 a day. I can get a guy in Mexico that'll do it for the same amount or maybe less. And I can make my products much cheaper. So what does that do? Well, that allows me to sell the products more cheaply. So American consumers get to buy things at a lower price. So that's one benefit. But at the same time, American workers kind of get the axe. It's like if you have a black-owned business or any business that says, I'm going to sell to the black community, but I'm going to make my products elsewhere. That means that the black community doesn't benefit by actually having people employed as a result of your business, but you're taking money from black consumers, but you're not putting the money back in by hiring black workers. And the Chinese do this a lot when they negotiate deals around the world. They're engaged in a heavy amount of economic imperialism. They're really going around the globe looking for countries to make deals with so they can get access to more resources. And one of the conditions that they set up when they make these deals is they say, we'll come and we'll build your pipeline, we'll build your railroad, we'll build your bridges, but we're going to hire our workers. We're not going to screw over our people by hiring your people, investing our money to hire your people. We're going to hire our people, and they're going to come over here. We're going to do the job, and we're also going to keep our intellectual property. We're not going to teach you how to do any of this stuff because this is our science. This is our skill, right? So anyway, let me read a little bit more. It says that Trump. Let's see, Trump, who calls himself Tariff Man. That's an interesting name, warned that the tariff will increase until the illegal immigration problem is remedied. So what he's trying to do, again, I'm trying to look at this from a financial standpoint. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's up to you to decide how you feel about it. But so he's basically going to use economic warfare to hit Mexico in the pockets until Mexico does its part in slowing down illegal immigration and open borders. Illegal immigration is a topic or an agenda item that Trump ran on. That's what he promised his supporters, and he's doing his best to deliver on that. Okay, it is what it is. The White House indicated the tariff would increase to 10% on July 1st if Mexico does not comply. If the country continues to not act, the White House said the tariff will increase to 15% on August 1st, 20% on September 1st, and 25% on October 1st. Oh my God. Whoa. So if you want to know why stock prices are dropping, the reason stock prices are dropping is because corporate profits are expected to drop as a result of Trump's move. At the same time, there are people who will say, well, now people have to buy, maybe they buy from companies that that make things in America, or they have to get their supplies from other places. But just because they don't get their parts from Mexico, doesn't mean they're going to get them from the U.S. That's another thing. So it doesn't mean like overnight you're going to see factories popping up in Dayton, Ohio, or in Detroit, Michigan. You may see more people doing manufacturing in Singapore or something, or the Philippines or whatever, right? Like so it doesn't necessarily mean that American workers are going to benefit. I think that if you're all into the whole Made in America thing and benefiting American workers, it would be more interesting if they gave either incentives, or requirements or punishments to make sure that American companies, American workers were getting jobs from these companies. Because the easiest way to exploit a community economically, whether you're talking about the Black community or the United States itself, is to sell them things and not invest in those people. Right? Don't invest in the community that you're making money from, and then the community is getting drained, and you're sucking the economic lifeblood out of those people. And the economic lifeblood is kind of being sucked out of America. The thing that kind of, I guess, makes up for it is that we're such good capitalists that we are good at going and setting up businesses, and we're sucking blood out of other countries as well. But the problem is that most of that economic blood is not flowing to the worker. The economic blood is flowing to the people who own, shares of stock, those who run these corporations. And that's why I've explained to you guys that it's very important for you to own stock, because that's where all the money's going. That's where the economic medicine's going. Did you talk about Huawei? I hope that's how you pronounce it, Huawei. I need to watch more videos. I read mostly I read about Huawei, but I should probably watch a video so I can make sure I pronounce it the right way. If so, maybe send the link. I've done things on it. Go to theblackfinancialchannel.com. Some of you are watching on theblackfinancialchannel.com. Some of you are on my Facebook page. Go to theblackfinancialchannel.com. That's where I do these sort of quick updates on the market and all that good stuff. It's basically, we created the platform because we realized that Black people don't have like a Bloomberg. We don't have a space where we just talk about the financial stuff that's happening every day. Most of the Black websites I've seen talk about, like who their favorite rappers having sex with or whatever. And I don't think that's relevant for grown-ups. I think maybe 20-year-olds might like that, but I think people that are trying to build something and take care of their families should be talking about grown issues. And this is an adult issue to me. Like what's happening with your money is something that matters. So moving on, he said tariffs will permanently remain at the 25% level. Unless and until Mexico substantially stops the illegal inflow of aliens coming through its territory, the White House said. The threat sent the Mexican peso plunging about 2% against the dollar. Goldman Sachs said the tariffs on Mexico are likely to go into effect and warned they would be highly disruptive. Yes, they will be. The bank added that implementing the tariffs would cast doubt on the enactment of the new United States-Mexico-Canada agreement prior to the 2020 election. The broadside comes at a delicate time in global financial markets. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that Trump is fighting, wars on two fronts like that. I mean, you're already going to war with China. That's already kind of crazy. Camille, you're actually on the channel. It's theblackfinancialchannel.com. So she's asking what channel it is. So I was really surprised by these tariffs. I did not expect Trump to come out with a statement like this, even for his standards, even for Donald Trump's standards, which y'all know Donald Trump's an interesting guy. I didn't expect this one. So anyway, so be ready. If you're watching this before the market's open, just be ready. You may not even want to look at your portfolio. You might want to do what I do when I get on a scary roller coaster. I know I'm probably not going to die, but it's hard to convince me that I'm not going to die at that moment. So I just shut my eyes and just ride the damn thing. So just be ready. It's about to be on, everybody. It's about to be on. So anyway, hit the thumbs up button if you're on the Black Financial Channel. Please hit the thumbs up button. If you're on Facebook, please take 1 second, share this video to your personal page so other people can sort of get the benefit of financial news and information, stuff like that. Also, summertime is coming, and don't forget, we have our financial workbooks for children. So if you want your child to be a wealth builder just like you, we have every grade band covered from first grade all the way up to high school. And we cover stocks, investing, and the fundamentals of money. So if you'd like to go take a look at our financial workbooks, you can visit financialworkbooks.com. That's financialworkbooks.com, or you can go to financialflashcards.com. We have flashcards as well at financialflashcards.com. Now, if you want to add to your own understanding and education on economics, you can also join my masterclass. We meet every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Feel free to go to drboycemasterclass.com. That's drboycemasterclass.com. And also, as an added bonus, you can actually get half off the masterclass by using the code word Powernomics. Use the code word Powernomics and get half off at drboycemasterclass.com. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Have a good day, and I shall see you soon. Take care.